Washington, ghost-like objects dart across the radar screen at the CAA Traffic Control Center at National Airport for several hours, traveling more than 100 miles an hour. Air Force jet fighters spend several hours chasing the objects plotted on the radar scope.
Something else is out there.
There's something else out there, okay.
Of all the banks and braes of bonny Scotland, none holds more fascination than the murky waters of Loch Ness.
Tell me, do you think there is life on other planets?
Well, I'm not quite sure, but I suppose there would be.
No, he seems definite. You seem
Definitely.
definite about it. How do you see this life and where?
Oh, I've seen a flying saucer.
Blackwater Media presents DARKFALL. Real-life encounters with the paranormal and the unexplained. Let me tell you about the beginning of my insane adventures with a creature called Dogman. I was 12 years old living in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. It was the summer of 2012 and it was hot as hell. One night I woke up between 11:30 and midnight and I was sweating like hell, so I walked over to the window to just crack it open. That's when I saw something in the tree line by our stock pond. We own no animals other than a small terrier, but the previous owners were commercial farmers. I watched for about 5 minutes before it emerged, and when it did, I was fucking horrified. It was a wolf-like creature, 6 to 7 feet tall, partially covered in dark gray hair that shone in the light of the moon. And this damn thing walked out on 2 legs and then very quickly dropped on all 4s and ran the 100 yards or so to the stock pond in seconds. It drank water for a while, then stood up on 2 legs again, and then I got a really good look at it. And I mean, this thing was horrible looking. The fur was all patchy, it was skinny, and it looked like it was covered with some kinds of injuries, but I couldn't tell. Years later, when I saw the 3rd Harry Potter movie for the first time, I saw that werewolf, and that's almost exactly what this creature looked like. Now, after it got through drinking water, like I said, it took off across the old cornfield and into the woods on the other side. Now, of course, I'd heard stories about the creature, but never really believed them until that night. About a week later, when I was out and around town with my folks, we heard that there had been an attack at a nearby farm, and 3 hogs and 1 horse had been ripped to shreds and eaten. That was my first encounter with Dogman, but it would not be the last. To hear the rest of this story, head on over to blackwatermedia.net and click on the Become a Member link and join the Blackwater Media Swamp Hunter Society. Being a member grants you access to the highest quality horror, paranormal, and supernatural story narration available anywhere.